mic check, mic check, mic check. Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. I'm your host Jakel, the world's worst YouTuber. Today, I decided that we are going to just sit back, have some fun, enjoy ourselves, and we're going to play the game Would You Rather at either.io. And, of course, it would have me start off with this one. Would you rather have 20 million YouTube subscribers or produce a blockbuster action movie? Granted, I have always thought it would be cool to make a movie, but I could get 20 million YouTube subscribers and then probably have the money to make a movie, whether or not it's a blockbuster. I could still make a movie and do what I want. So, 20 million YouTube subscribers. Wow, it was actually a close one. Me versus the world, 54% versus 46%. All right, let's move on. Would you rather be Aquaman or be the Human Torch? Now, I used to there's a fucking hair hanging off of this. Curse having cats. That works, right? Alright. God damn it. Whatever. I used to always, when I was a kid, fantasize little fire powers. You know, I was an angsty little kid sitting there watching Fantastic Four, but the one that got me was Pyro from X2, because that was my shit. So I thought that would be fun, but I feel like Pyro and the Human Torch are not the same character. However, Aquaman. I feel like Aquaman gets a bad rap because he is really cool, really awesome, and he is like Superman, but underwater. All of his things happen underwater. But as long as he's underwater, he's like the biggest badass ever. So I'm going to go with Aquaman. Ouch! Sucks to be Aquaman right now. Oh well, I guess there's only 37% of people who I have to fight against to be Aquaman. Would you rather be in a car accident that kills only you or be responsible for a car accident where you live but your 5 closest friends and family die? Fuck me! You know, I'm just going to put it out of my mind and not actually imagine that situation, so I'm just going to go ahead and say be in a car accident that kills only me because, you know, the less lives the better, and I'm not sure what I believe the afterlife looks like, but I believe there is some kind of afterlife, so even if my people are left behind here, it's only a matter of time before they come join me. So, be in a car accident. Wow. I mean, I figured that this one would take the lead, but by 88% versus 12%. Wow, that's impressive. Alright, drool abnormally in public or audibly moan during each conversation you have. I could live with passing it off by saying I have Tourette's, which is really an outdated joke and really not good information to have when it comes to Tourette's, but it is a thing that happens, so I guess I'm going to say audibly moan during each conversation I have. Then again, depending on the day, that's just another Tuesday for me. B. John Lennon or B. Paul McCartney? Paul McCartney's still alive, so I'm going to go with that. Ouch. Well, at least it wasn't be John or Ringo. I said next. Alright, work for Apple and know all of their secrets, or work for Google and know all of their secrets. I'm going to say Google. Just because I feel like Apple is great, but they're sort of like more niche than anything, but Google has its hands and fingers and tentacles in almost everything at this point. So if I know all of Google's secrets, that covers Android, YouTube, God knows what else. I can't even list everything right now. Hang on, let's take a quick detour. What companies does... Of course, I'm asking Google. Google own.
Classified.
Huh?
Classified.
Classified. Sorry, cat's in the background here also commentating. List, so she said classified. So if I were to work for them and know all their secrets, I would know. Oh, yeah, there's a lot that they own. I'm not going to list all of them, but I would know all of their secrets about Android, AdSense, Mob, Blogger, Boston Dynamics, books. They own books. I'm sure that's an app, but they just own books. Yep. So they would have knowledge and information and secrets on all of these things, which I think would be pretty cool. So yeah, I'm definitely going with Google. Hi, my name is Jakel. I just realized that as I was filming my... You see where my picture-in-picture box is, where my face is? I just realized that was cutting off the A section. So if you didn't see that, just take my word for it that those things are there. I'm used to my camera screen being over there, not right here. So, pardon my ignorance for a moment and let's move on. Fuck it. So, would you rather only have a first grade education or live in a world where everyone else only has a first grade education? I've seen Idiocracy, and though it would be frustrating, I would feel like a god amongst people. So, going with that one. The live in a world where everybody else has a first grade education. And hell, maybe I'll be the president of the world. So, would you rather have the voice of the opposite sex or have the muscle mass body build of the opposite sex? So, little known secret about me, I have recently realized not super recently, about 6, 7, 8 months ago, that I'm actually non-binary. So, honestly, now that I'm realizing some of those issues that I've had, and I've sort of like pushed that weight down, now that I'm letting those feelings come back to the top, it's like, yeah, this is a really manly body, and it's not a bad-looking body, but I would like to be a little bit more feminine sometimes, not gonna lie. Call myself out a little bit, but whatever. That's why I'm going with have the muscle mass body build of the opposite sex. I'm gonna go with that one. Be Eddie Vedder or Freddie Mercury? For those of you who don't know, I'm pretty sure, I think Eddie Vedder is the vocalist of Pearl Jam? Let me double check real quick, since I have the internet right here literally at my fingertips. And even if I'm wrong, that would help me understand. Eddie Jerome Vedder, an American songwriter and vocalist and guitarist of the primary lyricist of the American rock band Pearl Jam. Now, don't get me wrong, Pearl Jam has some great lyrics. They're great for what they've done. But I feel like, in my opinion, the way that I understand them, they don't really run a wide gamut of... They've got their sound, and that's that. And not to say that Queen is any different in that, but their sound, as typecast as Queen is, has a much wider musical range than Pearl Jam. So I'm going to go with Freddie Mercury. Also... Rami Malek didn't play Eddie Vedder in a movie, so going with that. And so does 79% of other voters. Alright. Would you rather unearth loot a corpse finding a Rolex, or cheat in a competition winning a Rolex? I don't cheat, and I'm not a grave robber. I'm not that's not my thing. So I don't know. I wouldn't, and also I don't give a shit about Rolexes. Like, I don't wear a watch. I've got a tattoo in my watch space, okay? So, none of this would, so I'm just gonna say, unearth and loot a corpse. So, it just says unearth, so maybe I'm digging somewhere else and there's a corpse, but it's for like an in-ground pool or something. I don't know. I grew up on Encino Man. If you haven't seen it, they find literally Brendan Fraser's frozen body from the like Mesozoic era or some shit, and that's what the movie is, and they were digging an in-ground pool when they found him. So for the off chance that I might actually accidentally recreate Encino Man, I'm going with unearth and I can't read that right anytime I read it. Unearth a looted corpse, and find a Rolex. Would you rather be extremely paranoid or extremely naive? I feel like I am extremely both. Which would I rather be, though? You know, I would say normally I might be, it's pretty 50-50, but I'm going to lean toward naive because paranoid has that like really like constantly paranoid. You know, paranoid is a pretty well understood word. But if I'm naive, things might be weird. I might seem foolish. But I've read the tarot, you know. I kind of know what the fool is all about, so let's go with that one. Wow, okay. Yeah, I feel like that's pretty 50-50, and that's about my own personal percentage as well. 48 versus 52. Ha ha ha. Get punched in the mouth with a mouthful of razor blades, or get punched in the mouth with a mouthful of needles. Needles. I feel like I got this one the last time I did a Would You Rather video. I'm not sure. I'll have to go back and check. But regardless, maybe my opinion changed. Maybe I have different feelings about it. But I'm going to say get punched in the mouth with a mouthful of needles. Because, all right, razor blades, that's cutting and slicing and tearing chunks off. If it's needles, yeah, that's going to suck. But it's not going to do nearly as much damage. I might have to pull things out, but I pierced my own lip twice. My gauges are crooked because I pierced them myself. When I was in high school, I was an emo little shit. Like, not gonna lie, I used to self-harm when I was in high school, but I used to take a safety pin, push it in, push it back out, and just close the safety pin just to freak people out. Needles don't really bother me too terribly much, so I'm going with that one. Alright, give up buttons and zippers or give up Velcro and knots. I use buttons and zippers a lot more than I use Velcro and knots, so I'm going to give up Velcro and knots. Sounds like most people agree. Alright, be an Olympic tennis player or be an Olympic table tennis player. I don't care much for tennis. Like, I don't mind playing it, but I don't care about it professionally. And also, I haven't played tennis since I was like 15 years old. Be an Olympic table tennis player. Table tennis is ping pong, and I feel like there's more comedic value in ping pong, so I'm going with ping pong. Really? Maybe I'm just that kind of guy that would rather sit there and play table tennis. I don't know. All right. Steal an elderly... I don't like either of these. Steal an elderly woman's purse or tell 10 orphans that Christmas is canceled. You know what? I wouldn't do either of these in real life, but would I rather? So let's make a hard decision here. Steal an elderly woman's purse. That would weigh on my conscience. However, I could tell 10 orphans that Christmas is canceled. But to make up for it, to feel better about it in my mind, assuming that I'm at gunpoint to choose one of these things, then have to do it. It doesn't mean I have to leave the situation if I were forced to do this, because it's hard to just imagine it anyway. That doesn't mean that I can't go back and make sure to surprise the hell out of them in a few months when Christmas isn't canceled and make sure those orphans definitely have a Christmas.
Steal the old lady's purse to buy
Christmas. I don't know if it picked up, but Kat just said steal the old lady's purse to buy Christmas. Double whammy. Let's be the perfect chaotic neutral person that Deadpool always wanted me to be. No, he'd probably kick my ass for stealing the old lady's purse anyway because he's actually chaotic good most of the time. Play GoldenEye for N64. Play Halo for Xbox. Oh my god. Okay, so GoldenEye is great and wonderful of a game as it is, and historic. If it wasn't for GoldenEye, I don't think that first-person shooters would have become as popular as they were, leading to the development and popularity of Halo. Granted, with Halo, there are other inspirations clearly, such as Doom, Quake, and God knows what else. But personally, I used to be a PlayStation kid and became an Xbox brat because of Halo. And I own all of the Halos. I don't even own GoldenEye, so I'm going to go with Halo. Well, I thought I was going to be in a great minority there, not 68 to 32. All right. Would you rather yell a swear between every fucking word, get fucking punched in the fucking face after every fucking swear? Jeez, I just set myself up for that one. I didn't even read the second one, but all right. I'm going to go with swear between every word because I already do half the time. I censor myself a little bit for camera. And also for the fact that I have a 2.5-year-old that runs around here and he already has said a few swear words just casually. So yeah, going with that one. Oh, I'm gonna have to read Harry Potter or read Twilight. Though I'm one of those weirdos that actually enjoyed Twilight. Let me rephrase that. I enjoyed the books. I didn't necessarily enjoy the movies, though I'm not going to be like, ew, Twilight. Sometimes I actually am like, let's watch those movies again. I was an edgy little shit when those movies came out, and I was like, oh, Twilight, the movies suck. I don't even think I saw. I saw the first three in theaters, and then I saw. I haven't seen. Have I seen Breaking Dawn? I haven't seen, I don't think, or in the very least, I haven't sat down and watched the whole thing through. Harry Potter. I love Harry Potter. I am a Ravenpuff, Huffleclaw. I always say that you're in two houses. You got a primary and a secondary, but the Sorting Hat would put you in your primary. So I am a Huffleclaw. That being said, I enjoy Harry Potter. I know a lot about Harry Potter. And not just Harry Potter, the story, but the expanded lore and universe is also really cool and really interesting. Like when I realized that Fantastic Beasts was expanding upon the Grindelwald story, I came. So I'm going with Harry Potter. Which, by no surprise, is the one in the lead. Alright, only be able to meow yet live 9 lives, or be able to talk and live once. Only be. You know what? I feel like I'm going to go with be able to talk and live once because that's how it is anyway. Like, nothing's changed. I don't need 9 lives. I've got the 1 life. And like I said about 10 minutes ago, I believe that there's an afterlife, so I'm not too worried about it. Alright, have all of Disney World to tell yourself for. Have all of Disney World to yourself for 1 day, or spend a day at the Playboy Mansion. You know what? The internet has a wide variety and range of pornographic material. I don't need to go to the Playboy Mansion just to see some random women dance around scantily clad. However, if I have all of Disney to myself, I don't have to worry about lines. I could probably bring at least one person with me, or at least I'm going to hope. And even so, if I am just by myself, I don't have to worry about, like, my issue with Disney has always been, like, either the corporate stupidity that comes with Disney because I used to be an edgy little shit, or it's the crowds when it comes to the theme parks themselves. So I'm going to have to say Disney just because, like, I've got the internet. I don't need. Wow, really? I mean, it's pretty close, 47 to 53, but I did not think that was going to win out. Huh. I guess more people like boobies than I do. Alright. Get completely drunk after 1 unit of alcohol. 1 unit. It doesn't say what. It could be a shot, could be 1 cocktail, could be a beer. Just 1 unit. Whatever that 1 unit is, you're drunk. Or never be able to get drunk. Honestly, if you've been following my channel for a little bit, I have made it not shy to admit that I like to drink. I don't think I'm an alcoholic. I drink more than some people would actually find pleasant. But, I drink responsibly. I don't sit here and get piss-ass drunk. I hardly ever get drunk as it is. I like to get tipsy. I like to catch a buzz, and I sit there and chit-chat my fiance's ear off. And then I go on the internet, and I confess my undying love to my friends. That being said, money is a factor in how much it takes for any person to get drunk. So if all I needed to do was grab my bottle of whiskey, pour one shot, and be drunk after one unit, fuck it. I'm cool with that. It's economic. Really. Wow. I don't know if that means that I'm in the minority and I'm surprised or I'm just a lush. I don't know. Whatever. Moving on. Alright, so I've come to a point where I realize I've just been going at it and shooting the shit. And I've done wasted quite a bit of time doing that. So, I am going to do Final Five. Final Five questions. I forgot that my microphone was right here, so I'm... You there? Final Five questions. So, have the crush of your dreams or have infinite amount of your favorite appetizers. So I feel like if you want to go for the crush of your dreams, it should come with you being a person that would attract them. And in this situation, I feel like the person your crush is just given to you, and then you have them, but okay, maybe it doesn't work out. You only have them for so long. So have an infinite amount of your favorite appetizers. I'm going to go with that one. Also, I like food, if you haven't noticed. 4. Have to smile every waking hour, or have to laugh loudly every 30 minutes. My face hurts when it's been resting. So I'm going to say have to laugh loudly every 30 minutes. You know, the people I live with, the people around me would just get used to it. Oh, must be 30 minutes. Oh, like clockwork every 30 minutes. So I'm going to go with that. It doesn't say I don't have to laugh for 30 minutes. It's just every 30 minutes. Oh, that's over with.
Just one laugh.
Or Cat just said, or one laugh. Ha! Just every 30 minutes. Ha! Hey. Is it just the neighbors? Just like, oh, wow. Guess it's morning already. All right. Shit, it's 4:30 in the morning. 3. Jump forward 10 years or go back 10 years. I don't know. 10 years ago was not a great time for me. My life has not been a great time for me. Granted, you know, everybody has had worse times in their life than I have. There are people that have had a lot easier lives than I had. I'm not about to play the merit game or the whose life is worse, but for me, my life hasn't always been that great, especially 10 years ago. I don't even want to list everything that was wrong 10 years ago. I feel like if I jump forward 10 years in my life, like, okay, is it permanent jumping forward? I'm going to say, you know, it's a 50-50 shot. It's either going to be great, or it's going to be bad, or it's going to be more of the same. So I guess it's 33, 33, 33. Oh, excuse me. So, jump forward. Wow, I guess there's a lot of people that would want to go back and maybe do something differently. Or you go back, but you relive everything the exact same way. And even so, I'm not signing up for it. Alright. Speaking only Ebonics, or understand no slang whatsoever. Yeah, I'm going to say speaking only Ebonics. I'm not going to lie, that doesn't seem like an awful thing to me. Courtesy of the way that the hiring system is set up, I might not be able to get too terribly many jobs because people are biased in their own way, particularly jobs. But you know what? I don't want to be the ultimate white dude that's like, now, honey, what did you say? Oh, no, that's just me, though.
Can't say honey anyways.
Honey would then technically be slang, I guess. Oh, Jesus. Yeah, no, definitely speaking Ebonics only. That's 2 now, right? I've got 2 left. If not, I've got 2 left. I'm probably miscounted. Never understand the concept of time, or never understand the concept of sex. I have a dissociative disorder. I already don't know what time is. So I'm going to go with this one. All right, last one. Have a very attractive spouse that treats you badly, or have an ugly spouse that adores you. I'm going to say ugly spouse that adores me, because I'd rather have an actual connection with somebody than somebody who treats me fucking awfully. So, ugly spouse that adores me. There we go. I'm actually impressed by how many people actually agreed. So, that was my last one. I might have accidentally taken an extra one, but this has been Would You Rather. Sorry, I had a brain fart. Would You Rather, featuring Just Jakel, hosted on either.io. I was going to wrap it up. Yep, that's it. Until next time, much love. Peace out. Namaste. And goodbye. You know what's funny is I just realized that I'm covering the screen and just this one square right here is cut off. So you know what? Just bye.